What's up guys? Welcome to the Badass Reviews, and today I'm gonna take a look at the Sexy Eyes 2019 Vermin Unkval Smasher. Yes! Man, finally I have this figure in my hands. Man, I was waiting for this figure for so long. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. I mean, Sexy Eyes is killing it with their action figures. They're becoming kind of like the mainstream stuff in the toy community to have one of these figures because they're kind of like limited. I mean, they're kind of like difficult to find. They're kind of like, man, over the board in the secondary market. I mean, the prices are crazy, let me tell you. But yeah, really cool package as always, really minimalistic. On the top you have executive amen erase, and on the back you have some unreadables right there, on-ball warnings. On the side you have EAE, I don't know what it means, Unkval. On the other side, the same thing. On the bottom, you have some unreadables, barcode stuff. I mean, this is a QR code. Yeah, really, really awesome. Really, really cool. You go and you take the sleeve right here out of the package, and boom, you have the figure right there, showing the figure with that little window with the silhouette of the figure. And then you go on the back and you have Unkval Smasher. Yes, man, really cool, really awesome. But let's go and take a look. And here we have our Smasher, guys, and man, this figure looks fantastic. I mean, just to let you know, red and black is my favorite combination of colors, and this one has red, black, and gray. So man, this figure is like right now, one of my favorite figures in my collection. Yes, not just because of the colors, but also because of the look of this figure and how this figure performed, because it's just incredible. It's just awesome. I mean, these companies killing it. They actually find the good balance between a Revoltech kind of articulation and a great sculpting. So man, it's really hard for a company to actually achieve stuff like that, having that range of articulation in a figure that still looks incredible with the joints. So that's really cool. And man, I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird because I'm right now dying with allergies. Yes, man, I was yesterday in a family meeting on a farm, and man, I'm dying. I couldn't sleep last night. I went to jiu-jitsu this morning just to see if that steam of fighting and being sweating that get away, like get rid of all the allergies, but forget about it. I came back home even feeling worse. So yeah, the voice sounds weird. Don't worry, I'm fine. I will be fine. So let's go and take a look. So here you go. Let me put a closer look on this figure. Right here, boop, right there, perfect. So if you see all the details, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna be able to pick up all the details with this figure because this figure is just phenomenal. Same as the Eliminator that I reviewed like a couple of months ago. Man, just look at this. Look at the detail on the helmet on this figure, and tell me doesn't look fantastic, right? It's just incredible. The visor, the helmet, and then you go here on the back and look at these details, man. Just wow. Incredible. Just look at this. The amount of detail they put into this figure is insanity. And I like this one way better than the Eliminator. I'm gonna be honest with you, and call me what you want, I don't care. But the Eliminator, I didn't feel it. But this figure right here is a totally different game for me. I really like this figure. I don't know, maybe because it's inspired in kind of like sports and stuff. I mean, if you've seen, he has a helmet that looks like a baseball helmet, which is really awesome. And then some of the weapons are like sporty weapons. And I'm going to show you this part right here because that's really cool. So I'm going to go over the articulation with the figure first this time, because I want to show you the articulation without anything else. So just to let you know and give you a sense of how amazing this figure articulate. So the neck and is separate from the head, so you have a ball joint, so you can tilt with the neck side to side. As you can see, you can look down, let me go here, by that much, which is a lot, and you can go look up by that much, which is a lot. Also, you can rotate right here and tilt the head itself without the neck. So that's a really cool, awesome detail. Shoulder pads. You have a ball joint that move all over the place. You have a ball joint on the shoulder. It is weird. You have a ball joint on the shoulder that goes into a socket that move on the arm, on the upper arm. So you can go and achieve this type of articulation on this figure. Check that out. With all the bulkiness, right? You can go and cross the arms in the front. You can rotate all the way. You have a bicep swivel, and you have a double joint on the elbow. That, look at that, with all the bulkiness. How amazing is that thing? That's crazy, guys. The amount of articulation that you can reach with this big boy. You have a ball joint with a hinge on the wrist that has like a wrist guard. That's really, really cool to give you a different vibe. That's awesome. So you don't see the wrist peg right there. You have a ball joint on the top here and a ball joint on the bottom that give you this amount of articulation. Check that out without moving the legs. Okay, without moving the legs. You can go back. Check that out. You can tilt. You can tilt. Check that out. And of course, you can rotate. You have the leg articulation that is pretty similar to the Revoltech legs. So you have kind of like a ball joint here with a ball joint here. It's a weird thing. But you can reach that amount of kicking. You see how it opens from the ball joint here. You can move the ball joint without moving the upper leg, but still you can get a beautiful split right there with the figure, right there, the Van Damme. You have an upper tight swivel, of course. You have a double joint on the knees. Let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Nice. Right? It's crazy. And then you have a ball joint on the boot. Look at that. That's insane without even moving the knee. And then you have a ball joint on the leg. Check that out. That ankle rocker. And you have a toe hinge. And of course, you have a hinge up and down. So articulation wise on this figure is a no problem at all. This figure is like will be the most articulated figure in your collection by far, with the exception maybe of a Revoltech figure, if you have a Revoltech figure in your collection. But let me tell you, you're not gonna have the same problems that you run into Revoltech figures with this one, because this one is, I mean, all the joints are really well hidden. So that's a plus. So let me stand this guy right here on the back, right there. And let me show you now the accessories. So accessory wise, we have, let's start with the hands. We have fist hands that are the ones that comes with the figure on the package. You have a pair of trigger finger hands. So just watch out, because this finger right here is attached to the rest of the three fingers here. So what you do is, like when you put the pistol that I'm going to show you, you need to slide the pistol in, so just on the handle. So you have a pair of also expression hands or grabbing hands, and I'm going to show you why, because of this peg right here. You have a pair also of, let me show you, grabbing weapon hands, and also these ones are attached to each other. So I'm going to show you how they work. Okay. And we have a, let me show you, let me see, where is it? Oh, here. And we have a single thumbs up hand. Really cool. Really, really well done. Now, you have, see this figure right here. See the visor, how cool it is? Well, you have different visors that you can swap with the figure. So you have this one that says clear. You have this one right here that says what it says. Let me see. Merge or something like that. I don't know. It's difficult for me because let me see. Let me get this. Don't verge. Don't verge. Huh, no sé. I don't know. Don't verge or something like that. It's difficult for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm blind. And you have this other one right here that says danger. So you can change the visors and it's really, really easy. I'm going to show you how you're going to do that. You have some weapons, and the first weapon I'm going to show you is this awesome football kind of like weapon ball. And if you see, you have some peg holes right here. So this figure, and just watch out and be careful, guys, because you may lose parts on this figure. So you need to be careful. He comes with two of these rods right here. So the long part goes inside this peg, like so. You see? And then the small one goes into this hand right here with the peg hole. Sorry. So you go here and you insert this here on the peg hole, and it gives you the feeling that the figure is actually holding the football ball. Okay, so I already show you. Just watch out with this little piece right here. Don't lose that piece. Don't lose that little piece, please. So you have two of those with the ball that looks fantastic, looks incredible. That's one of the weapons. The other weapon is this baseball bat with spikes on the top. Looks fantastic. Awesome sculpting. The way you put it, on the bottom, you have a peg. Take that off, bring the hand, and you slide the bat all the way, and then when it goes to the opposite side, just plug in the end of the bat. So again, be careful, don't lose this part. Okay, a lot of little missing parts that you can actually miss. Sorry. So we have two rifles, assault rifles. These are incredible. Just look at the detail on these ones. Beautiful, really futuristic, but they look incredible. They look awesome. You actually can put some effects on this one, I guess, like the Mesco effects. That's really cool. And these weapons right here comes with an amazing magazine. And the way you put it is like this. And right there. Now, when you're going to put the actual weapon in his hand, take the magazine out, grab the trigger finger hand and slide the weapon, because I told you this is attached here. So I just slide it in. Let me show you. Right there, like so. And then you pull the finger out, because it's pliable, it's like rubber material, those fingers, and put it around, and that's it. And then you have that there, and then you can put the magazine. Okay, because if you put the magazine first, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to try to put that hand there. So again, I already told you. Next accessory, the face mask of a football helmet. So these amazing accessories go on his shoulders. This is another thing that you need to be careful. So you see these little spikes right here on the shoulder pads. So you can detach those just by pulling them out. Again, Watch out, this is a super small piece. Just look at that. And then you end with these holes right there. These holes, you have two pegs right there, and you align them like so. See, bear with me. Like that. And they look fantastic. Check that out. Beautiful, right? So you can keep it like this if you want, or you can use the actually face mask for the shoulders. They look fantastic. So I'm going to keep it like that with one on, one off. Here's the other one. So you have two of those. Just watch out again with those little pieces there. Now, the last accessory, and I believe my favorite one, is, oh, you know what? I forgot this. Well, we have a beautiful base that I don't use this at all, to be honest with you. Flying base, really cool, really awesome. You have also a instructional manual to let you know what to do, and you have some pegs to replace for the hands in case you miss one or break one. That's really cool. Again, going to my best or favorite accessory is this head right here, the extra head. Just look at that. White helmet. It looks like a skull underneath. Man, and you have a little point right there, green. You're not going to be able to see it, but that little painting right there, you put UV light on this figure and lights up. With this one, you can swap the visors just with the regular helmet, okay? So this one's kind of like the captain. So you can actually get a couple of these ones and put one as the captain of the team, and then get two more to be like his teammates. So really cool. Just look at that. Beautiful, beautifully done. Actually, I'm gonna change this and put this one right here because I like this one a little bit better because of the contrast, and it looks badass. Tell me it doesn't look badass, right? Man, it looks awesome. And by the way, a little detail, just look at the feet. It looks like actually sneakers for football, right? That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool, man. This figure is incredible. I'm going to show you, now that I pull the head out, how to swap the visors. So you just pull the mask from underneath like so. That's it. And then you take this apart right there, and then you come and put the new visor with little taps. You have little taps right here underneath, and you need to be careful. Don't break them, don't lose them. So you put it there, and then, sorry, and then you go here. Let me see. Right there. Perfect. And then you swap the visor. Really cool. It's really secure. It's not going to fall off. But just be careful when you're swapping that, because you may break something or whatever. So now we're going to the size comparison. That's what you want to know, right? So let's put the figure right here, the Smasher, right there. Let's put this a little bit closer for you guys. And let's put my friend, the Smasher, right there. So let's bring a regular figure that you may have in your collection, a Marvel Legends. Yes, why not? Everybody have Marvel Legends. So right here. So you have Deadpool. You can see the Smasher is taller than him. Let me put this right here. And let me bring now a Cosmic Legions, Walter the Mad. I think they look pretty cool next to each other. Right there. Nice. Pretty awesome. Let me bring now a walk action figure. Pretty dope. Right there. Really cool. Let me bring now, of course, a Joy Toy action figure, Lemartes. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. And last but not least, let me bring a 1000 Toys Hellboy. And they look incredible next to each other. So there you go, guys. That was my review on the Sexy Eyes 2019 Verming Unkval Smasher. Yes, man, awesome action figure. If you didn't have the opportunity to get him, man, I'm sorry because these figures are so limited. Right now, that figure goes for over $200 on the secondary market, and not to mention the Eliminator that it goes for around $800. That's insane. Yes. So there you go, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please, 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 please like, subscribe, and talk to you later.